You know, when you create videos, you usually have, of course, video recordings. Sometimes you need to put static images in there, like screen captures, and then you may need to narrate the screen captures. And you usually have transitions and audio, or you may need to have audio like music added into your track as well. Now, with Snagit, it doesn't do any of that. So what we're going to use Snagit for is to capture all of our pieces, and then we're going to use a free editor to put the pieces together and make a proper video out of it. Now there are several different options that you can use for free editors. It depends which one you want to use. We'll get to that a little bit later. So what we're going to do first is start capturing the pieces we need for our video series or for our marketing video. Okay, so if we need to catch an image, of course, we're going to use the image capture. Okay, now down here under profile settings, we can do different things here. We have all-in-one, a region, which is a region of the screen, a window, which is a window. A scrolling window is a window that scrolls, that you have to scroll up to see the whole window. And a menu, freehand, and full screen. And then there's some other advanced ones here, a fixed region, clipboard, graphics file, and stuff like that. What we're going to do is we're just going to use the all-in-one capture. Okay, and then here, how we're going to share it. What we're going to do always for our videos is share it as a file. That's so that we can output the files and then patch them together in an editor later. Okay, here we have effects. So we have color mode, color substitution, etc. You can play with these if there's something you want to do with them. With your images, you can use any of these that you want. And over here, we have the preview and editor. So what's going to happen when we're done, if we leave this as it is, the editor is going to pop up with it in it. This shows the cursor in our image. So let's click on that and exclude the cursor. And here we have timed capture. So if you use that, it'll do a time delay on the capture. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's bring up an image that we want to capture. Okay, so say we want to capture this picture of some food here. So what we do is we go over to the button here. So you see that it's on image. We can just click on this. You can also use the print screen hotkey. So let's just click on that. Okay, and then you'll see we're in all-in-one now. So you see the lines moving around, and in the magnification window there, it shows you the edges. Now it also will adjust itself to any of the different windows. Okay, so it's seeing the different windows as we go here. So it gives you different regions that you can capture automatically. It figures out what you want by where you put it. Now you can also use the mouse to grab a hold of an area and choose it that way. Okay, so it's got the region I want right here. So let's just click. And we've now captured it. And there it is, opened up in the editor. Okay, and then from here we can use the editor to do many different things with it. I'm not going to go through all the different effects, but you can do lots of different things to the image if you want to. And then you can, for instance, if we want to put some text on it, you can set the different fonts and so on, as you see here. Okay, and then let's just go down here, and then you can drag a region for the text. Okay, and then you can put our text in there. Okay, so my food. Okay, and then you can move it around. See when the crosshairs are there? And then, well, you can go up here and you can change the colors and the fonts just like this here, just by checking on them. You can use your effects here. Okay, so there's lots of different things you can do with it. Okay, and then you click Finish here. Okay, and then we're going to save it. Okay, so I created on my desktop a folder called New Project, and now what we can do is we can put everything in here that we're going to use in the editor. So we can say, you can call it whatever you want, just something that means something to you. So we'll say food 1. Okay, and we now have our image saved into our project. Now let's open up our project folder here. Okay, and you'll see here, there's our effect, which was our text that we put on there. Okay, so that's how you use the image capture to capture images for your project. And next we're going to talk about text profiles. I'm going to leave video profiles for its own video. Okay, so with text profiles, again, we have all-in-one, region window, and scrolling window. Okay, and then we have some advanced. We're going to continue to use the all-in-one. Where you want to put it now. Now again, we're going to put it to a file, and then space formatted. Okay, so these are the different effects you have here. Okay, we'll just leave it as it is. You have layout and caption. So if you click the layout, it's formatted. We can remove black lines. Okay, you can do these different things here. We'll just leave that as it is. And then again, we have over here our different options, timed options and whatnot. Now, text capture might be useful for something where you cannot actually take a listing. Let me show you here. For instance, if you had a folder like this and you wanted to write out what all is in here, you would have to do that. Now what we can do instead is use a text capture. So let's go back here. We're on text here. Let's do capture. Okay, and then as you see, the all-in-one gets everything for us. So that's what we want right there. Click, and we have our text capture. Okay, now here it is. You'll see that it is in text format. Okay, so now we have a file of the text. Okay, it's not an image of the text, it's the actual text of what we brought up. So it's a way to change an image into actual text. Okay, and as you see in the editor, we can do different things with it in here. Okay, it's just like a normal text editor. Okay, so if you wanted to highlight some things in directory listing, for instance, you could do this, and then we could change the font for this line, like so. So it gives you a way to turn an image into text that you can modify. Okay, and then when we save this, it's going to be saved back to a rich text format. Okay, so this would be good to use if you wanted to use it in a document or something. So let's save it. Okay, and then it saves it as a rich text file. So we could call this the dir listing. Okay, so that's how you use the text capture. Now, text capture likely isn't going to be used in video editing, but I wanted to show you how it worked since it's one of the profiles. In the next video, we're going to go over video capture.